All right, hi there. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while and I did not accomplish the goal of recording a video every day. Like I said in the last video, which has got to be like 45 days ago, 50 days ago. It's been a while. Hard to keep track of time in the summer. Always a busy time. Just had a big fire over on the other side of the hill. Um, so we're back. See how we can do. The season's winding down at work, so I should have more time. You can see the beard is coming in nicely. I think I just started growing it the last time I posted. But so anyway, I had a good idea today that I wanted to think about and talk about. So it's been said that you never really know what kind of person you are until you die or until death brushes against you and you have to react in a way that is not rational in your normal everyday way of doing things. So I remember I read a story a long time ago about there was a given by General Smedley Butler um, back in the 50s or 60s. I don't know. It was a long time ago, and I read it probably 15 years ago. But it's a story about how there was this fairgrounds in one of the heartland states, and it had some train tracks that ran through it. And this was back in the story takes place back in the 30s or the 40s, and there's a couple, man and a wife. They're walking through the fairgrounds, and the lady's shoe gets stuck in the railroad tracks, and she can't get it free. And they hear a train coming in the distance, and the husband is there trying to get it free, and the wife's struggling, and a homeless man comes up and tries to help too, and the train hits him, kills all three of them. And General Smedley Butler says, like, he's like, yes, this was, the husband's way of going out. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to give his life for his wife, trying to free her in certain danger coming along. But the homeless guy, he had no obligation to help and to give his life for these total strangers. But in his moment of death, you could see that he stood up. He could have lived his whole life like a piece of crap. But in that last moment, he stood up and tried to help total strangers. And the general finished out his speech, and he's like, this is not just how a man dies, this is how a man lives. And we don't see a lot of that. I mean, we'll see like little bits and pieces of it today, but those stories kind of get quickly forgotten. Um, so we all like to think that we would be that person um, that would, step up when certain danger is there. But we might not be. We might be the person that runs off and goes to live another day. And you can never know that until that situation actually puts itself in your forefront. There was an old Don Juan Carlos Castaneda quote that I always loved about the moment of your death. It's like, he's like, you're fighting your final battle, and you know that you're fighting your final battle, so you're able to open up and completely give everything you have and be your best in that final moment. And if you can do that, then that is how you're going to be remembered for all of eternity, um, whatever that may be for you. We never know, obviously, what happens after. So anyway, um, you can look at someone and be like, they're a complete piece of crap. They're lazy. They lie, they cheat, they steal, they're frivolous, they drink, they cheat on their wife or husband. They could be a total just you waste of human in your eyes. But at their final moment, they could raise it up and turn it all around. Um, at least in my eyes, that would be a turnaround. At least get back to even. Because if you're like a complete piece of crap, just the worst type of human imaginable, it would take a very redemptive act, I think, to get back to zero. But it can be done. I mean, I like to think everybody can find redemption and forgiveness and can turn their lives around. Even the complete degenerates that are just on a downhill path their entire life, you can just watch them go downhill. Even those types of people, I like to think, can turn it around and make amends. It's never too late. Like Gandalf said, he's like, you think he deserves death, and I say he probably does, but there's a great many that die that deserve life instead. And can you give it to them? Of course not. So don't be so quick to deal out death in judgment, because not even the wisest can see all ends, and everybody can turn things around, at least in my eyes. So so those are my morning thoughts. We'll see if we can get more back in the actual posting and recording of videos. My favorite time of year. Weather's beautiful. Life slows down around here. Work slows down. So, yeah, we'll see what we can do. All right. Everybody have a great day.